Practice by numbers came in really as sort of the hero of the day, and took a whole bunch of our, various technological evolution pieces and merged them together to make this overarching, technology platform that enables our team to operate in one of the most efficient ways possible. And the patients love it. They love the text messages that they can, the conversations they can have with with our staff and the patients. They like the reminders. They like that they can tailor the reminders. They don't want too many. They need extra ones. There's all kinds of great things about that, and they can also pay their bills online. And there's in the online forms now. They don't have to do that in the office. There's so many things that we were using to do these various technology efficiencies, and practice by numbers has brought them in as a single efficiency for the whole office. The staff love it, the patients love it, and that makes me love it. We had to keep an Excel grid of all the usernames and passwords and when the password was updated. And if someone didn't write the new updated password, we had to reset it again. And half the computers that had it saved had the wrong password saved. I don't know if anyone's ever had that experience of updating a password on computer A, and then the rest of the computers in the office have no clue what that password is. And you have to go through and save them, and you end up changing the password 2 or 3 times. It's a problem. And when you have 5 or 10 other people all accessing that data from their computers, and someone's got to change the password, that's a nightmare. On top of that, it's expensive. We were paying monthly subscription fees, and we would pay by the year to get the 10 or 20% discount that they would give you for buying a whole year up front. And but still, you have these fees. And when we started with practice by numbers, all of those fees got merged into one bill, and it was cheaper. I couldn't believe it. It was actually cheaper than everything else. Our phone bill, our online forms, our appointment reminders, just everything merged into one, and it was cheaper than what I was paying all the other guys. And that was something that was really eye-opening, and made this a no-brainer decision for us to get started with practice by numbers. And honestly, we're still very happy with it now. The other company told me I should just go with practice by numbers because they're the best. And I couldn't believe it, because they were trying to sell me their software. And in the end, the other company advised that I go with practice by numbers. And I have to tell you, after using the software and working with those KPIs, it's true. I Every single KPI in the list that you can search through and build a dashboard with and all that kind of thing, super customizable. But one of the things that stands out the most to me is that these key performance indicators were developed from a real dental practice. And I think that goes back to one of the founders of the software is an actual dentist. But you can tell there's a homegrown feel about these key performance indicators that shows that they're not just some algorithmic, thing that someone thought was a good idea. They're literally performance indicators that were used in an office that are important, and they're key. They're the key performance indicators, and they come from real world dental office experience, and you can tell that just by seeing how robust it is. So, just as a short comparison about how our office is sort of working today versus before we implemented practice by numbers, the efficiency has really risen. First of all, the very first thing that was unquestionably noticeable is that the patients that were confirming on the appointment reminder system with practice by numbers were actually coming to the office. Whereas the previous softwares that we were using, we would find ourselves having to just double tap them. You call them, even though they got a reminder, they confirmed on the system, they got the email, whatever they did, we would still have to call them and just say, oh, make sure you're coming. Are you still coming? Yes. Okay, good. That was the night and day. One of the things that we saw as a huge difference with Practice by Numbers is whatever the Practice by Numbers team is doing to send out these messages, however they've done that on the back end. I'm not a technology master, but I can tell you it works. The Now my team spends more time interfacing with patients in the office, spending more time talking to patients on the phone, answering their questions, educating them, right? The word doctor comes from the original word docere, which means to educate. So we're actually achieving that result of spending more time with the patients, educating them. And what does that do for us? That gives us better online reviews. That gives us greater treatment acceptance. That helps patients. More people are getting their mouths taken care of than ever before, now that we're using this technology platform that has made things so streamlined that we don't have to get stuck in all the technology jargon. We can put our attention on the things that matter. So that's great. When I talk to my team and I ask them, what's the best part about Practice by Numbers? What do you like the best? And the number one thing that comes up is the communication factors with the patients, the text messaging, the online forms, the fact that the forms can be filled out online and then they write back to our dental software, our practice management software in the office. And so no one has to go and do that. It used to be a manual process. And they really like that. They love the AI feature. You can click on the little AI button and it will generate this really fantastic response from a patient's text message, and it sends it in, and then you can hit the AI button, tweak it a little bit, and send it back out. And these are the two features that that my team has said that the patients like the most and that they like the most, because it just increases the efficiency of their ability to get their job done. So that's been super fantastic. If I were to talk to someone that was evaluating Practice by Numbers and considering maybe getting Practice by Numbers, I would say absolutely do it. And I wouldn't say that glibly. I would say that with many things that I've been saying earlier about how important each of the different features of the software are and what is made to my business. But it's a no-brainer. I'm saving money. Everyone likes to save money. I can use that money somewhere else. I'm getting as much or more features than I've ever had before. The technology keeps advancing. They've done like 3 updates. It's like a Tesla. It's like you go home, over the air updates, and all of a sudden the software is even better. And I haven't paid $1 more for that. It's included in the subscription. It's fantastic. My phones, I got brand new phones. They're wonderful. So yeah, to me, it's a no-brainer. You ought to just do it. Just give it a shot. They really make it easy to sign up. I got the whole package. I got every feature that they could sell me. And I'm so glad I did. And you'd be glad too.